Hello and welcome. This is Patrick with today's video topic on an introduction to piping. So what is piping? According to REDCap, this feature allows you to inject previously collected data into text on a data collection form or survey. This in turn can allow more customization over question wording and can be more personable for surveys. The objectives in this lesson are to find out where to learn more about piping, how to use piping and view the demo template, and how to pipe checkbox responses. So piping can be used in many different places in REDCap. Below is a list of all the places where piping may be utilized to insert a data value into text. Feel free to pause the video for the overview. You can also view this information in the Project Setup tab's Piping Tooltips. Another note is that data can be piped into the locations listed from any type of field in REDCap, the only exception being that it cannot pipe from file upload fields. In this lesson, we'll just scratch the surface by demoing piping in field label, field note, option labels for multiple choice fields, slider field labels, and survey completion text. Alright, let's go into REDCap. Depending on your institution, in the new project area, you can create a demo project using the template Piping Example Project. So let's go ahead and scroll on down and use a template. And for our instance, we have the VCU Piping Example Project. This would be the similar template used for the Vanderbilt piping example. So after creating that, we would go into the Project Setup tab, and if we wanted to view more resources on how to use piping, we can go to Design Your Data Collection Instruments and select Piping, or we can go into the Help and FAQ area. Alright, let's click on the Online Designer to see what this project looks like. And into the instrument. So, as you can see, we have piped the first name, but let's also pipe the last name using the variable name in square brackets. Let's go ahead and click Edit and type in last name. And save. I'm going to add an extra choice for the sake of this demo. So let's go ahead and add a choice for another ice cream flavor. So let's use an unused choice value, especially if we don't want to overwrite any existing values in the records. So let's just say for number 4 is unused. Just add. Go ahead and save. Let's also demo checkbox piping, since the syntax is a bit different from your standard piping. So I'll go ahead and edit this field and change that to a checkbox field. Let's change the slider pipe value to ice cream : checked for piping checkbox values. We would go into slider, click edit, checked. Go ahead and save that. And let's make a couple more changes to this survey. We can go ahead and add a notes box on why we do not like the unchecked values or the not so favorite ice cream. So let's go ahead and add a notes box right below here. Why is ice cream : unchecked values not your favorite ice cream? And go ahead and save this. Finally, I'll just scroll on down to review answers to change the syntax to match for the checkbox piping as well. So for favorite ice cream, I'll go ahead and change it to checked. As you can see above, there is a division tag and some CSS used to customize the font size and the color of the text. And there'll be more on that in our other videos. So let's go ahead and save that. Okay, let's go into Add Edit Records to see what this looks like in the data form. Scroll back on top and click Add Edit Records. And let's just add a new record. And go ahead and enter some fields. For now, we'll just leave today's date as blank. And as you can see, as we input data, the data will be piped into those square bracketed fields. So what is your favorite ice cream? Let's go ahead and pick chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. And you can also see that the unchecked value for Y is wasabi, not your favorite ice cream. Let's enter a favorite number. And as you can see, any blank responses will be represented with these blank lines. They will be visible in the downloaded PDF as well. Go ahead and save this. Finally, as a bonus, let's take a peek at where we can pipe data into the survey completion text. Let's go ahead and go to Project Setup, Online Designer, Survey Settings, and we'll go on down to the survey completion text, and you can see that we'll be piping in the first name after the survey is submitted. Just go and just save that and fill out the survey real quick. Survey distribution tools, and we'll just open up the public survey link. So again, and we'll just leave the date blank for now. And we'll go ahead and ignore these instructions for now and submit this. And there it is. Thank you for taking the survey. Let's go ahead and close out the survey. And that about covers the basics of piping. So for any topic suggestions or questions, feel free to click in the link description below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.